There's some autoimmune disorders is like the umbrella for so many illnesses anymore. Like doctors will just say you have autoimmune disease. And if it's just like we don't know exactly what causes it, but we're going to put it under that umbrella. Some of this may surprise some of you because it's not well-known information. Although if you go digging long enough, you'll find it. The first one that I want to cover that causes fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, and it's something that we definitely place for with the biomagnetism and it treats it very quickly. That would be malaria. And most people think of malaria as, no, that's not here. That's India, that's Africa, that's Asia, right? We don't have malaria problems here. Oh no, one of the worst parasitic infections in the world. And you can get it from fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, right? In the days where we didn't have airplanes and we weren't traveling so easily around the world, it wasn't as much of a problem. You could isolate things like malaria. You can't anymore. And I mean, someone gets bit by a mosquito carrying malaria, travels to another country, bites somebody, like a mosquito bites you, picks up that malaria from your blood, spreads it. That's how it spreads. Because people have asked me, well, how would malaria spread like in the US? Oh, it's easy. Not as hard as you all think, but interesting because it is the root cause for things like chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia and the body aches and all of that. You can get other symptoms with malaria too, but it's one of the number one pathogens that we look for when someone has a diagnosis of that. It's not the only pathogen, and it is a parasite. However, we do look at it. There is some research done by Dr. Garcia and Dr. Goyce, who was the founder of biomagnetism, biomagnetic pair therapy. They went to Africa and they did clinical studies there and treated people with malaria, and it's recorded, and with magnets, and resolved. I think it was like 75 or 80% of the people that were treated just with magnets, their symptoms resolved. They were tested negative, I think a day or two later. So the magnets work amazing for stuff like that. Someone was asking me what the difference is between in person, having the magnets put on in person versus long distance. Because I've been carrying long distance healing for so long and I have no problem with it. My clients, when I'm treating long distance, and most of my clients, like I'd say 90% of my clients right now are all long distance, can feel what's going on where I'm placing the magnets as if they're right there. I place them on a mannequin, and the mannequin's a proxy for your body if you get treated. So your body doesn't know any different when the energy's set properly and the energy's carried properly. So long distance in person doesn't matter. Sometimes I think with the amount of magnets I end up putting on people, because people are very sick right now, sometimes I think it's easier on the mannequin because I can put a whole lot more magnets in one session on the mannequin than I can on a human body. Like it gets real heavy when you got 50 pairs, 60 pairs, 70 pairs of magnets on you. But malaria is the number one, and most people don't even realize that it is an issue here in the Western world.